Archaeological mysteries of the age of Abraham. Who were the powerful kings and what happened in Canaan? Imagine a time thousands of years ago when Abraham, a man living in a magnificent city, heard God's call to leave everything behind and head for a strange land, Canaan. But what was really happening in the world at that time? Who were the kings, and what was Canaan like when Abraham arrived? Let's explore archaeology in ancient texts to uncover the historical secrets behind this great story. Abraham came from the city of Ur in Mesopotamia, one of the greatest centers of civilization in the ancient world. Ur was located in southern Mesopotamia, near the Euphrates River, and was the center of the third dynasty of Ur. The two most influential kings of this period were King Ur-Nammu and his son, King Shulgi. Archaeologists have found many remains from this city, such as large ziggurats, inscriptions, and artifacts that tell of their glory. Ur-Nammu, the founder of the third dynasty of Ur, ruled from around 2112 to 2095 BCE. He is best known for building the magnificent ziggurat of Ur, a structure that became the religious center and symbol of the city's power. More interestingly, Ur-Nammu was one of the first kings to write the world's oldest legal code, which is even older than Hammurabi's. The stone tablets found depicting these rules were written in Sumerian and were found at the site of Ur. This is one of the earliest evidences of a written legal system. The Code of Ur-Nammu regulates various aspects of life, including justice, property, and punishment for certain crimes. What makes it special is the emphasis on monetary fines rather than harsh physical punishments, reflecting a fairly advanced legal system for its time. Ur-Nammu's successor, Shulgi, who ruled from 2094 to 2047 BCE, continued the dynasty's glory. Shulgi expanded Ur's power and made it one of the largest kingdoms in the world at that time. He was known as a very ambitious king and had extraordinary administrative talents. Shulgi also strengthened the kingdom's infrastructure by building roads and introducing a royal postal system for rapid communication. He even claimed to be a god, a political move that strengthened his power. Inscriptions mentioning Shulgi, written in Sumerian script, have been found at sites throughout Mesopotamia, emphasizing his role as supreme ruler. The story of his accomplishments is recorded in cuneiform text on clay tablets that are now on display in museums around the world. In the midst of the glittering luxury of Ur led by these great kings, Abraham was called by God to leave the land of his birth. Abraham's journey from Ur to Canaan was not an easy one. It had to traverse harsh deserts, survive the threat of starvation, and interact with foreign cultures along ancient trade routes. But what exactly awaited Abraham in Canaan? According to archaeological findings, Canaan in Abraham's time was a land inhabited by small city kingdoms, which were constantly at war with each other. Some artifacts from cities such as Hazor and Megiddo show that the region was in constant political conflict. Egypt, as a major power in the region, also influenced Canaan. The Egyptian king at that time, Amenemhat I of the 12th dynasty, claimed Canaan as part of his dominion. One of the great mysteries surrounding the story of Abraham is who actually ruled the lands he passed through. Genesis mentions kings such as Amraphel, king of Shinar, who some theories have linked to Hammurabi. However, there is no archaeological evidence that directly links Hammurabi to Amraphel. The discovery of cuneiform from the Mesopotamian city of Mari reveals a coalition of kings ruling the region, possibly related to the time of Abraham. These written sources, although they do not mention Abraham by name, provide insight into the tense political situation between the cities of Mesopotamia and Canaan at that time. When Abraham arrived in Canaan, he found the land that God had promised him, but it was also a land filled with challenges. According to the archaeological record, Canaan was not an empty land, it was a land inhabited by many small tribes and kingdoms in conflict. Yet God promised that Abraham's descendants would possess the land. This story shows that Abraham's faith transcended the geopolitical conditions of his day, when the land was rife with power struggles. The story of Abraham is more than a physical journey from Ur to Canaan. It is a story of faith, sacrifice, and divine promise. But through the lens of archaeology, we see this story unfolding in a turbulent world of powerful kings, great empires, and mysterious lands. Are there more secrets from this time period yet to be revealed? Archaeology and the Bible are two avenues for deeper understanding of this past. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to uncover more mysteries of the ancient world and how Bible stories connect to real history. God bless.